Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Nick Reeves, this is my boy Ewan, and this is the next video in the build of this Farmyard aeroplane. So in the previous video we had a bit of a speak about the parts that are here. We've made a little bit of a start. All the formers and all the shaped parts, i.e. all the non-stock sheet and strip, are all laser cut. They've all come out quite nicely. There's been a few bits where we've had to just come through the knife just to free them off, but that's the forward fuselage section. And in front of me here we've got the middle and aft sections. So these are all joined together. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. There's like splice joints to make up the one fuselage side. So to get to this stage, what we've done is we've been cutting out all the extra bits and pieces, cleaning up the joints where we needed to. Because of these, by nature of laser cutting, when it cuts it almost creates a V in the wood. So when you bring two bits together, there's like it joins at the bottom but doesn't at the top surface. So what I've done is on the rear part of the fuselage side I've actually taken a light sanding to the mating faces to try and match the angle of the other face, so the joint comes tighter. What I'm going to do here, it's going to be a fairly long-winded process, but I'm going to put a battery down on this side, put glue on the joint area, wood glue, so it's going to take a while to go off, put it in place, another battery this side to hold it in place, and then I'm going to spot tack it with super glue just to hold it while the wood glue goes off. Now, it might sound like a bit of a faff, but you get the strength of the wood glue and you get the grab of the super glue. One thing I have done is, again I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, in fact you probably won't be able to see it at all, on the bench, on the cutting mat, I've put some parcel tape, because wood glue doesn't like sticking to parcel tape that well, so it'll stop the wood getting stuck to the fiddling bench. It makes it easier once it's dry to actually lift it off. So this might explain it better. Tape to stop it sticking to the bench, two sections, wood glue in, spot glue in it with super glue, weighing it all down to dry. That's going to be the easiest way of doing things. No, I'm probably going to need the smaller one first. Yeah. Can I have one of the next size up? Okay. Alright, next battery.
Big one?
It will be a massive one, yes. Okay. Okay, so that's those bits glued in just now. Literally have to wait now until that's dry before we can do much more. It'd be more or less the same process as that for joining what is now the rear section here to the forward section, albeit it's a much bigger glue joint area, but same idea. We have to weight down, bring the glue joint in place, or the glued joint in place, a couple of spots of cyano, let it dry with some weight on it. So hopefully in the next bit I'll show you how we're doing that. Okay, so over 24 hours now I think has passed since I did these glue joints, and we'll see how well they've come out. That's a good sign. So straight away you saw they're just lifting up. Really nice smooth joint, all nicely glued up. Didn't stick at all to the tape. So that's top tip. Parcel, brown parcel tape, PVA wood glue does not stick to it easily. So all of these need here is just a light trim for the excess glue. I will probably do a sanding on the face, just because there's a lump of cyano. Might be able to carve it off. But anyway, what I'll probably do is have this face, what was the top, as the inside. The way they've been cut, they've all been cut in hands as well, so you're not going to have, almost by nature of the design and the way it's been cut, you're automatically going to have a left and a right hand. I don't know if that was intentional or Steve, it wouldn't surprise me if it was, because he's like that. He's a good sort. So what we need to do now is join the forward fuselage section to the rear fuselage section. So then we get, if I stand back here, a complete side. So I'm going to clear the bench a bit and rearrange things to give us space. Okay, so two sides are laid out. The glue joint areas are mating up really quite well. Got some weight down on the forward sections, and then I can still glue up, put in the tail sections. What I'm going to have is various weights on hand, which I'm just about to figure out what I'm going to use to hold the tail section in place, and also keep everything where it should be and try and keep it all aligned while it's gluing, because I've noticed there's a bit of bounce. It's just bending the material, which is nothing to worry about. So you need to find things just to hold it down, even just like a bit of tape, a heaviest roll of solder or something like that, you know, just something to hold it down. What I have got is tyre weights, which might work. So I could use a battery there just for position to actually hold it all in place. There's something there, it's mainly just that one. Yeah, just that one corner that's sticking up. So, there I Everybody will see them. These are stick-on tire weights. I've bought several thousand of them, so that's the cheapest way of doing it. I'll probably never have to buy them again, but these will probably be handy ways of holding things in place. I hope they will be anyway. If I can get them to stand up. Yeah, that'll work. So, that's the plan there. Again, you're not going to be able to see too well what's going on here, but you'll be able to see it once it's all dried up. So some of that glue, some of that glue. Again, I'm going to use PVA, or in this case aliphatic resin, for doing the main glue joint, but I'll be using thin super glue for spot glue to hold it in place. What I'm trying to do now is find some tools, a pair of pliers to open the glue. This super glue, by the way, this is from Hobby King. Not sponsored by them at all. If anything, I sponsor them. It's their cheapest of the cheap super glue, but it's good stuff. If you get the thin, it's very thin, and after a period of time it does thicken up, but it's, as I say, it's good stuff, and it's cheap as well. It's like £1 a bottle or something, so if I only use half a bottle I'm not too worried. And then, as I said, the other glue I'm using is an aliphatic resin. This one is a deluxe materials one. Again, no association to the company, just a happy customer. If throughout any of these videos you think, oh, is that promoting something or whatever, please tell me, because I have been trying to say throughout the videos if something is being promoted, why and for who and for what. It's not something that I don't promote stuff on purpose. I'm not paid to do this sort of stuff. So that will become our two fuselage sides. They're going to be a good size when they're done, but that's to be expected. This model isn't a small club trainer. This is a large model trainer, if you want to look at it that way. It's not there to teach somebody to fly, it's to teach somebody how to fly bigger aeroplanes. So yeah, the next bit of this video will be once this is dry. We can see what we've got and then see what the next stage is after that. So then, it's a good while later now. The glue joints have just come out here a bit feel over and they feel dry enough to lift. I did notice that one of them was slightly misaligned. Gave it a good press and I felt it jump into place, so that one wasn't quite fully dried. So what I've done is I've run some thin super glue or CA into the joint, pressed it all down, and it seems to have gone off pretty hard. All of these joints are going to be reinforced. If need be, they can be reinforced on the inside with a bit of ply. I'll see what the structure is like around the area. I don't know what it's going to be like structural wise because I haven't seen it yet. All I can see at the minute is where the formers are going to be placed. I don't know what's going to give it torsional stiffness or whatever. So yeah, I might end up putting a couple of doublers or whatever on those bits just to strengthen them up. But we'll see what happens. Let's lift these off and see what we've got. Hopefully they're not stuck to the board. good sign. There we go. Yeah, so we're still a little bit damp on that side, so I'm not going to move it around too much. But it's certainly done what I wanted it to do. It is now one piece. That's a good sized piece. I'll lift this tape just shortly. Let's see what this one's doing. Yeah, that one's come up really well. Again, I can tell it's still damp on that side. What I might well do is run some super glue around that side as well, once it's fully dry. So, let's get this up. And leave these possibly wet side up, so they dry thoroughly. So, next stage. We've got two fuselage sides. As they sit just now, they are handed. This being the top edge of this one, and this being the top edge of this one. So you could say this is a left hand, this is a right hand. At the moment, I don't know what longerons are going in here or anything like that. It's going to be a case of playing it by ear until we get it to come together. So the next stage really is to figure out all these formers. To do that, I need to get all the pile of parts out and start cutting them out. But that'll be in the next video. So this is the end of part one. We've got two fuselage sides, 3 parts per side, glued up nicely. We're making progress. I'm not expecting this to be a fast build at all, in the sense that it'll probably take me a long time to do it, but because of the design, I think it is a fast build, or could be built quickly. I suspect my dad, if he's watching this, he'll probably thinking, I can have that done in a week. Somebody probably could if they spent 12 hours a day doing it, maybe. But yeah, if this is the sort of thing you like, give us a subscription down here, tick the bell, get notification, give us a big thumbs up, that's all gratefully appreciated. Also below here, give us a comment, tell me what you think. If you know about this aeroplane, I don't think there's many out there just now, tell me about it, tell me what you think. And let me know where I'm going wrong, if I'm going wrong. But yeah, until the next time, I'll catch you in the next one.